First, we're going to start off with a very shocking story. It's out of California.
Julie Kibuishi is murdered. A gunshot to the head, found in her friend's bachelor pad apartment. There's no sign of struggle here, no sign of Sam. By his bed, an unused knife, a couple of books, a combat how-to, and the other on the wonders of sex. Out back, a barbecue on the patio. Everything neat and in its place. And on the counter, a wedding invitation for Sam's downstairs neighbors, his good friends, actors Dan Wozniak and Rachel Buffett.
Now, the Costa Mesa police have released a photo and vehicle description hoping to locate a 26-year-old man suspected of killing.
Costa Mesa, in the heart of Orange County, a city of 100,000. It averages just 2 murders a year. But on this May night, with a half moon rising, Lieutenant Ed Everett and Detective Jose Morales walk into what looks like a slam dunk of a murder case.
I was thinking a potential love triangle. Right as you walk into that doorway, you can see Julie's body positioned on the bed.
And what was the condition of her body?
She had one gunshot wound, kind of top center of the head. She was wearing a tiara.
A tiara. When Julie is murdered, she's wearing a crown. Her last night began as one of the happiest in her life. She had a dinner date with her big brother Taka to help plan his wedding. Her mother June remembers her practically bouncing out the door.
His fiancé asked her to become a bridesmaid. She gave her the tiara.
That was pretty special for her too, right?
Yes. She didn't take it off.
It was getting late, close to midnight, but Sam is desperately texting her. Messages that were still on her phone when police found it in her purse in Sam's apartment.
The text messages were very important.
Sam texts he is out helping his downstairs neighbor Dan Wozniak, the actor buddy, short on funds, getting married and freaking out over how he'll pay for his wedding. Helping Dan, then headed to Folks for weekend. But less than 2 hours later, Sam seems suddenly in distress, texting Julie, "Can you come over tonight at midnight alone? Very upset, need to talk." Then, "Jesus, I really just want to talk. I need someone I trust." Julie responds, "I'm here for you like family." And those were not the only messages on the night she was murdered. Police discover another more vile text, this one handwritten by the killer on Julie's body.
There was a message written on the back of her sweater.
And as cleaned up as you can, what was the message?
It was, "F you, all yours."
The working police theory?
We looked at the phone and thought, okay, maybe he's drinking, using drugs, and there was an incident, and he just snapped and, sexually assaulted her and wound up killing her and then fled.
Now, they just have to find Sam.
Police say the 26-year-old has disappeared. Neighbors say his bicycle sits outside his apartment, but his vehicle is gone.
His passport was missing. His car was missing.
Orange County Senior Deputy District Attorney Matt Murphy is supervising the case from the first call and says there is little mystery here.
I'm looking at everything going, come on, guys, this is obvious. You're going to find Sam. He's going to be our killer.
The final clue for police and Murphy, a big red flag. Sam Herr, the war hero's background check.
He's been in big trouble before. He was arrested for murder. He was tried for murder.
A murder charge points to Sam.
Squarely. Absolutely. It points it with a neon sign.
Turns out Sam had been accused as a young man of luring a friend to a parking lot where he was killed by gang members. The charges didn't stick. He was acquitted. But if you're a cop investigating a murder...
We thought, okay, if he has this, he's predisposed and maybe he did it again.
2 days after Julie's body is found, the big break. When the banks open Monday, Sam Herr is leaving a digital trail, and his father, Steve, who is convinced his son could not be the murderer, is conducting his own parallel investigation.
Now, 11:59, 12:05.
Not looking for a killer, just looking for his son. The Herrs believe Sam may be a victim himself.
This is your investigative box.
This is pretty much the investigative box.
Steve shares a bank account with Sam where his son saved $62,000 in combat pay. He's first to notice his son may have disappeared, but his debit card is not too far away.
I went on the computer and I saw there was activity. So I assumed if Sam or somebody was using it in Long Beach.
That's just 20 miles away, and when he gets to the bank, hanging around fruitlessly at the ATM for hours, Steve sees a bank alert. His son's card is being repeatedly used at another Long Beach location, Echo's Pizza.
So I went there, went to the pizza place, checked around looking for Sam's car. Sat there for an hour.
No luck, but the cops now have the same information, and they have the edge on Steve because they have access to those little cameras above the ATM machines.
The bank sent us these videos. It was a day or two later, and then we were surprised to go, okay, who's this kid?
It's not Sam. His parents don't know who it is. Nobody knows who this guy is.
A pizza-loving, baseball cap-wearing stranger is draining Sam's bank account. An accomplice? A kidnapper? A killer?